Hey there everyone, today I'm going to show you how to use Firebase. First, open your favorite browser and log in. And in the search bar, type Firebase. Click on the first link and click on Go to Console. When you're in Console, make sure you're in the right account and then click on Create a new Firebase project. Name the Firebase project and then accept the terms and conditions. And I would be selecting this turned off, but it's on you, your wish. And click on select parent resources and click on the main domain, or if you don't have a domain, just click on your workspace, which is completely free. I'll be turning off Google Analytics for this tutorial, and now we wait. Okay, now that this is done, click on continue. This will take us to the main Firebase dashboard. It may vary by the time you're looking at, but this is how it looks. So first, we'll be creating a web app for API access, so go to settings and general. Scroll down until you see your apps. Click on web. Name your web app. Anything. This is going to be your public facing app. This is going to be an API that you would give to any of them. You need all of this. For this tutorial, I'm not going to go over this area. This is going to be part 2. Okay, now let's go over authentication. We go to security and auth. There are multiple types of authentication. If you want a simple base email and password authentication, you can just click on this, no setup required, you just enable it and save. Now you have email and password authentication. And for this tutorial, we will be adding sign in with Google provider. It's very simple. Click on Google, enable. This is going to be the public facing name. So when we log in, it shows the project name. So I'm just going to put in YouTube. Choose your support email. You'll be getting emails for this email. Save. Okay, it takes some time to load. Okay, now that Google is enabled, you should be able to do sign in with Google. We will go over sign in with Google in a different video. Okay, so you can make users from users tab. I'll show you. Add user. We can put in the email and you can choose a password, which could be anything. Like let's say, and add the user. Okay, now that we have that, it's not safe to safe for me to choose the password, so I will let the user choose the password by clicking reset password, and I'll send them the email. Okay, so next thing we're gonna go over is phone number verification. The same thing. You go to sign in and method, add new providers, and then phone. Enable that. This will enable users to sign in with phone numbers. Okay, now let's go to templates. This is going to be a template for email address verification. So when the new user signs up, they'll get this email. We are going to be customizing the sender's name and from. So let's just say from that, and then that's going to be the sender's name. So it's going to show up like in the side. It's going to show us the name. And then from is going to be like no reply. Because you cannot be seeing this email. You cannot log into this email. This is only forwarding. So you can only send emails from here, but not log in and look at emails. You can do this for all of them. Okay, and then next, will be settings. Settings. You would go down to authorization to authorized domains, and this is where you would put your domain. Like for example, my domain is this one. If I put in this domain, my Google sign-in will be enabled for phone, Google third-party enabled. If I don't, it's going to say Firebase error. So make sure to add that domain for authentication. And then you have the password policy. I would recommend you put it to notify and enforcement because it is better. And for security purposes, if you are a company, you would require uppercase and all of this is better to have. And this is going to be your sign up quota. This depends on the plan you have. Since we have the Spark no cost plan, this would be set to 100. If you set more than 100, you will be charged. And for the blocking functions and user logging, you do need to upgrade to Firebase Lite or other plans. I will be going over plans at the end of the video. Okay, now time for database and storages, okay? So for database and storage, we are going to be using Firestore. For real-time storage, we do need the paid plan. So we're gonna go with Firestore, which is a free plan. So here, create a database. We're not going to be choosing the enterprise because we do not need heavy MongoDB or operations. So we click on next. Choose a location near you and click on next. And you won't be able to change this location after you put it. So make sure you choose the correct one and then next. And then I'm going to explain you what production and test mode is. Production mode is only clients can read and write, meaning only the apps or websites you give access can read or write. Test mode with in 30 days you can give it to anyone and they will have access to read, write, and also delete data. You can change this later on. Okay, this is your main Firestore. Okay, so here we have collections. This I'll show you how to use in the next video because we're going to be building a whole AI website using Google AI Studio. So stay tuned for that. And then rules. This is going to be where we set it to the test rules. We can change it and then we can deploy and test it. This is going to be our usage, how many reads totals. This is going to be our main area where you can see everything. And this is going to be the query insights. What it is reading, is it pulling any data or what's happening? Okay, and then you can go back to settings. You can change the cloud messaging. This will be for web push certificate. You need this if you want push notifications on your mobile app if you want. And for this app, your applications, you can also add an iOS app. I'm not gonna be doing that because I didn't pay for that. Okay, now let's go over the plans. So okay, so this is gonna be our plan pricing. Okay, we have the no cost plan which we are using, and then pay as you go. So for beginners, I would highly recommend not paying for anything. But if you want enterprise features like app hosting and stuff, you can do that. And if you have Google AI Pro subscription or Ultra subscription, you'll get that for free. Storage is the main thing. You will not be getting storage, so you cannot store like a files, profile pictures, nothing like that. You'll be still getting authentication, but for phone auth, you will be billed per SMS sent, okay? So let's say you're sending it to India, that would be 10 cents, just like that. And then the main thing you would be is the write unit. You need to upgrade to enterprise if you want more than 40,000 writes per day, but I don't think you will get that far. So you should be fine with the Spark plan. And then cloud functioning is up to you because I don't think that's necessary right now. You can just go with another cloud VMs. And then in-app messaging is no cost. What in-app messaging is, you can send real-time data. So I'll show you an example of my app that I built with Firebase coding, okay? It's a games website. I do host games in here. This website is connected to Firebase, so I am admin, right? So we can just go into my admin dashboard. I'll show you. So let me quickly open another one and show you what happens. So let's say I want to make this global shutdown, right? Wait. Okay, there. Well, Firebase is kind of acting out right now, but usually works. Yep, this is the problems you run up with Firebase. Free plan. So with the Spark plan, you would actually be good. With the free plan, this is what happens. This is why you would take the Spark plan. This is an example I wanted to show. With the Spark plan, like this is what happens. See, it says check Firebase permissions. You need to enable Firestore database in that I did, but sometimes with the free plan, they don't give you that much priority. And then this is a continue with Google, which wouldn't work because it's unauthorized domain. I'll show you how to authorize a domain right now. So let me log into my real Firebase. Okay, so let me log into my main one. Since I have Google AI Pro subscription, I do get the pro features. Even though it says Spark plan, I should be getting the hosting, and that's how I'm hosting it. So I'll show you how to get that, okay? So we go here and we go to authentication, and then I have tested some local users. I'll show you how that works too. Settings, authorized domain, and then I will add a domain right now. Okay, that's how you add a domain. And now that it's added, it should work, but it does take some time to load. It does take some time to load. It usually takes around 5 to 10 minutes, but sometimes it's closer. See, it just logged me into this one. That's how Google sign-on works. So, and I'll show you how to reset someone's password. So I'm gonna send this person the reset password link, send, and then you should be able to get it in like 2 to 3 minutes. Sometimes it could go to spam. See, there we go. And then you would click on that, and then you would set a new password. So yeah, guys, that's it for today's episode. See you tomorrow.